The man who had 2 winless seasons in the last 3 years in Formula One, the man who was frustrated last season, the man who can see the crowd now rise to acclaim him, because Sebastian Vettel starts off 2017 by winning the Australian Grand Prix. Ferrari on top. Fifth place. Verstappen still ahead of Ricciardo. Nobody's been ahead of Lewis Hamilton today. Hamilton takes the checkered flag and wins the Chinese Grand Prix, and it's all square at the top of the Drivers' Championship as Sebastian Vettel comes home for... He's had the expected duel with the 2016 champion, but Sebastian Vettel, the current 4-time world champion, is going to win that duel in the deserts and take the Bahrain Grand Prix and stretch out his gap once again at the top of the drivers. Or not. For the first time ever, Valtteri Bottas wins the Grand Prix. It's Bottas who takes it in Russia. Sebastian Vettel. Massa and Van Dorn. What was going on there with Stoffel Van Dorn and Felipe Massa? A virtual safety car has been deployed.
Yeah, what are Ferrari going to do with this one then?
Is this for Lewis Hamilton then to get rid of those medium compound tyres and say, right, can he get to the end on that set of softs?
Ferrari coming in now, but if you pit now while your rivals are flat out, could go flat out down the pit straight.
See, he's going to lose a lot more time here now because it's under racing speed.
Yeah, he's still going to have track position.
Yeah, but only just though, because look, you can see Hamilton going down the main straight. Wehrlein stays ahead of Sainz. Magnussen's ahead of Grosjean. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton's on the outside. This is going to be neck and neck going into turn 1. Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and Hamilton gets forced off the track. Who's going to come? Lewis Hamilton, he's going to go on now to take another Spanish Grand Prix victory. It's his 55th win in Formula One. Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix and closes the championship gap to 6. They rise to acclaim Sebastian Vettel here in Monaco, where Ferrari haven't triumphed, as you can see, since 2001. Well, today they have. Sebastian Vettel wins the Monaco Grand Prix. He's back on top of the podium in the... The safety car in already, the track is clear, we go racing again, something's flown straight off one of the front wings as Verstappen tries to go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton just cuts him off. Verstappen has to stay in second place. Bottas now on his tail as well, as through the final chicane they come, and Bottas and Verstappen are side to side as Hamilton leads across the line. Into turn 1 we go, under braking Max Verstappen keeps that second place lock up there from Sebastian Vettel. Daniel Ricciardo behind him in 5th place. Is there a problem in his Sebastian Vettel's front wing?
He pits.
Yeah, now, but originally it was Max Verstappen who touched Sebastian Vettel at the start when he went round the outside, and that caused the original weakening of some of the elements of that front wing.
Let's just have a look at this. And the teenager just steams through, and yeah, his front wing is very badly damaged there.
North America, Lewis Hamilton took pole yesterday, takes the checkered flag today, and once again wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Chaotic, amazing race, full of incidents for Daniel Ricciardo. The checkered flag is there. He wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Here in Austria this afternoon has now completed all 10 corners of the final lap and crosses the line to win again in Formula One. It's Bottas from Vettel and Sebastian Vettel, Ferrari trying the undercut.
Red Bull need to do the best pit stop they're ever going to have done so far this year.
Something around the 2-second mark would be good. Driver stops on his marks, tyres are changed, soft tyre goes on, but that seemed to be held for a little bit longer than they would have wanted. And is it quicker? There comes Sebastian Vettel now, and the Ferrari is ahead of Verstappen, and they've done it in the pit stop. The undercut has worked. Verstappen was held a bit.
There's Vettel's off the
and Sebastian Vettel's gone off, and maybe it is getting slippy. He's got a puncture too. What is causing these punctures? Both Ferraris struggling. Kimi Räikkönen now gets back past his teammate once again. It's already going, Paul, before he gets into Brooklands.
They've all just run out of tyre gauge. You can see the front blister, and you can see he's off the track. There's nothing.
Race for the Scuderia. Sebastian Vettel rounds the final corner and wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Kimi Räikkönen picks up yet another runners-up spot in Budapest, and we wait to see now as Valtteri Bottas is allowed past his teammate to take his place on the podium. Out.
Fantastic bravery.
Sebastian Vettel gave it a right good go at the safety car restart, but he's having to settle now for second best. Lewis Hamilton in his 200th Grand Prix is going to do what Michael Schumacher did in his 200th Grand Prix and take the victory. As he reaches the line now, Hamilton It's been an absolute breeze for Hamilton today. He takes the championship lead for the first time in 2007. So it's Lewis Hamilton then. It is victory number 60. Hamilton wins in Singapore and is 28 points clear at the top of the championship. Ferrari's plane.
Okay, I lost drive. Let me know what to do. I can limp back.
Charge button on, charge button on.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Okay, stand by.
I have very little power.
Okay, box.
Let's have a
2
look.
minutes, 50 seconds to go.
And they've gone super soft tyres, so rather than the soft compound tyre that he was on before, let's put the super softs on to try and increase the pace and use the tyre advantage.
What they're waiting for.
He's not coming out. He's not coming out, Ted, is he?
The blankets are off. Blankets are coming off. They're waiting for a gap, aren't they?
No, I think they were waiting for a gap, but then I heard it revving, and it sounded like a right dog's dinner, so...
It's over for qualifying for Sebastian Vettel, and barring any major penalties for anybody else.
I have no power. Unless if you just can get round to the grid, we'll try and fix the issue on the grid. Okay, Timmy, we go to the garage and try and fix the problem. We go to the garage and try and fix the problem.
Ferrari are going to have to do a lot of overtaking. Kimi Räikkönen, due to start on the front row, will now start from the pit lane. He has a turbo issue. If he can get going, Martin Brundle, that will be a massive relief. But just what can... Because Max Verstappen rounds the final turn for the second time in Formula One, and the first time as a 20-year-old now. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix and takes the Malaysia Grand Prix for Red Bull. Lights out and away we go. Vettel does start well. Hamilton might have to move over to cover him, and he does so. The two Red Bulls jockeying for position, almost touching Ricciardo and Verstappen. Verstappen on the inside gets ahead of his teammate. Good start there by last week's race winner. Lock up from Lance Stroll a little bit further back down the grid, and are going wide. That's the McLaren there. I think of Stoffel Van Dorn up through the S's. Now we go. It's Hamilton who leads Sebastian Vettel, and then comes Max Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo's off to another place as well. Not a great start for him.
Van Dorn, the big loser there, out on the grass on the outside of turn 2, but the perfect start for Hamilton gave him. Oh, we got somebody in the gravel.
So Toro Rosso, it's Carlos Sainz in his last race for Toro Rosso, off into the gravel, but he's managed to keep the engine going and he's not got that car beat, which is good for him, but he is now plumb last. Carlos Sainz is down the inside, goes the Red Bull on Sebastian Vettel. What a move by Max Verstappen. Hamilton out in front, now Verstappen in second.
Vettel caught napping there down into the hairpin, and the 20-year-old did not need a second invitation to walk through that door.
No, he did not. And also up there, Esteban Ocon down fourth, and here is Kimi Raikkonen going wide, and Nico Hulkenberg through Spoon, rather forcing him off the track, and there's another car. I think it's the Toro Rosso Gasly that went a little bit wide there as well. Raikkonen is starting to lose places. He certainly lost out on that battle with Hulkenberg, who's in ninth.
And Vettel struggling for pace at the moment as well. All of a sudden, the rest of the pack are on his tail and trying to get around the outside. Difficult from that position for Ocon, but Vettel struggling for speed.
What an opening lap this is. Kimi Raikkonen was mounting another move on Nico Hulkenberg as well. Hamilton leads Verstappen by 1.5 seconds, and now Ocon has got to defend against Ricciardo.
Vettel's got a major problem, major engine problem.
Spark plug was faulty on the grid. Ferrari thought they fixed it. Doesn't look like they fixed it here, because Sebastian Vettel has gone from second at the start down to 6th by the end of the first lap.
There then is Carlos Sainz in the background with a pretty firm connection with the barrier. Let's watch for Vettel. If he's still struggling for power, the Force India of Perez will be past him. He's already on his tail.
Here he goes, Martin, here he goes. Sebastian Vettel has been overtaken by Sergio Perez and just holds off. Felipe Massa is into turn 1, they go.
Box, Sebastian, box. We retire the car, I'm afraid.
Martin, there are so many points, I think, in the last 3 or 4 races we can turn to say that's when the championship swung around. This could be the final nail in the coffin. Extending his scoring streak to 21 races this weekend. He has won in Fuji before. He has won in Suzuka before. He has seen Sebastian Vettel retire from the race. Lewis Hamilton wins the Japanese. Inside Max Verstappen as Lewis Hamilton wins the US Grand Prix. It's a 5th win. Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix for Red Bull. It is another victory. It is another superb. Vettel had only won 1 of the last 12 Grand Prix before he came to Interlagos, but to Brazil he came, and he is going to pick up his 3rd win at this track. It's Sebastian Vettel that wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Bottas comes home for 2nd, behind them Kimi Raikkonen. A great lap for pole position yesterday. A great win for him to finish off the season. Valtteri Bottas wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and finishes the season with a flourish. It's a Mercedes-Benz 1 and 2. Sebastian Vettel, a 5-time champion of the world!
Sei un campione, grande sei.